Alright, now on to the amplifier. If you're going to go cheap on anything, do it on anything except the amp. The amp is the most important part. Okay. Very self-explanatory. This is your 12 volt constant. This is your ground right here. This Pecan, that's basically your remote wire, which is the one that I had. Let me see, just so we don't get people confused. Which is this one, the one that I had laid out separately and put a thing. There's a reason for it. Okay, and then we have 2 positives and 2 negatives, and that is for the simple fact of if you're trying to supply 2 subwoofers, then you would do, for one subwoofer you do positive, negative, just like I've done right here, and then for the other one you do vice versa. I only have one. Alright, sorry about that. Phone died. Okay, but yeah, like I was saying, I'm only powering one subwoofer, so I'm basically bridging them to say that, like, this is one channel and this is another channel, but I'm basically, my subwoofer can handle this, and it makes sense for this to put out the maximum amount. Since I'm only using one, why not give it all the power it has? So I'm basically taking the positive out of 2 channels and then the negative out of the other 2, or out of each channel, to create a 2-channel single flow power source. These are the RCA cables, just some fancy looking ones. You're going to want to make sure they're in line in and not line out. Line out is for an additional amp, but that's a whole nother story, and so is this. This would just take way too long to explain. These are your tuners. You never want to go too far left or right because you don't want to damage your amp, but just play around with them a little bit. Maybe I'll make another video. I'm sorry this is taking so long. I like to be thorough. I wish somebody would have made a video like this for me. Okay, for the wires, you know, pull my seats down, pull these out, ran it nice and neat under the carpet, and then most of these things, like these things, you can normally just pop out like this. They just have like little clips that go in these holes, and I just run it under the carpet right here and then lock it back in place. You always want to be careful though, because you don't want to break those clips. I know they're cheap, but if you have like a Honda, it'll take forever to get them. And then you can run it through here and all the way back there. All that carpet just comes down like this, and I had just shoved all that back there while I was making the previous video. But let's see, this is where the RCA cable ends up. Take that off, and we're just going to hold on, let me get all this situated.